All right, everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're going to get caught up on some more Shonen Jump stuff today. I was going to try to get around to some read-throughs, but I'm honestly kind of exhausted after dealing with some personal stuff from this last week. So we'll get caught up on some Shonen Jump stuff today, and then we'll get back to read-throughs next weekend. So we got some good stuff coming your way still. We got Goku Rakugai. Well, got maybe some good stuff coming your way, because Goku Rakugai was... it was not a particularly great chapter, but you can go watch my video if you want to see my reaction to that. We also got some Spy Family coming out today as well. It's been on hiatus for quite a while now, I assume because of Season 3 of the anime. So we'll get into some quick thoughts regarding Season 3 before we dive into the chapter proper. I think I'm pretty much caught up on it. So we pretty sure we had a filler arc. There was like a construction guy that was like going berserk. And then like Lloyd had to stop him. Then we got the little short story with Henderson and Anya where she's like sharing snacks with them and gets the Tonitrus bolt from like the old lady that's all like really hardcore about it. Then we got into Lloyd's backstory stuff, which I will say the Lloyd's backstory stuff is still as effective as it was in the manga. I think I really did enjoy that as well in the anime. Again, I really wish Yor would get the same treatment that Lloyd and Anya have been getting in the series. I still feel like she is getting the short end of the stick in that regard. Like, we still have not had a singular flashback episode or story for her about like how she got into Garden, like what happened with her family. Like, none of that, like none of the stuff about her and Yuri's past with regards to the respective careers. And I feel like that is a massive oversight on Endo's part that he really needs to kind of correct with how little screen time he's giving Yor, like how much he's rushing her development. But yeah, Season 3 of the anime is out, so if you haven't checked it already, do check that out. Still very good. But without further ado, let us dive into its Spy Family Mission 124 by Tetsuya Endo, with translation by Casey Lowe and lettering by Irina Mappa. So we see Anderson doing some paperwork with... at my age, even routine paperwork can be exhausting. Sorry, let me just also pull this up on my tablet. Sorry, give me a second here. It's always very frustrating trying to deal with this. Sorry, give me a second here. There we go. Yeah. He's like, at my age, even routine paperwork can be exhausting. And you're bang, bang, bang. And Mr. Henderson, there's a big problem. Come outside. It's like, what? At this early hour? And you see a bunch of students like gathered around the bulletin board just chattering away. And you hear Cecil Hall housemaster Henry Henderson suspected of taking bribes. The moment he accepted payment for providing what's believed to be test questions to the guardian of an Eden student. It's like, Eden's villainous teacher! It's like the moment he accepted payment for providing what's believed to be test questions to the guardian of an Eden student. I hope you can explain this, Mr. Henderson. If the allegation is true, this is completely unforgivable. It's like, of course the allegation isn't true. Who's spreading this poppycock? It's like, it says it's an anonymous journalist in pursuit of justice. These flyers have been posted all over the school. Because let's all calm down and talk this through. It's like, Headmaster, you're accused of mishandling exam questions. You are a member of the testing committee, correct? It's like, yes, I am responsible for administering the next elementary level history midterm. Again, where is that exam? It has yet to be printed, so it remains in my personal safe in the storage room. And as they go to open it, it's like, what? It's gone! I'm certain I locked it in there. It's like, this can't be. It's like, Mr. Henderson. It's like, who could have done this? He's like, sir, no one but you and the headmaster can open this safe. This is tantamount to selling Stella. Fucking Christ, that's a tongue twister for me. Selling Stella stars to students. If the Minister of Education hears of this, it'll be hell to pay. So calm down. We need to investigate and learn exactly what happened before we jump to conclusions. So you're planning to cover this up? Sorry, why does this one random background guy have a fucking Hitler mustache? Why does this guy have a Hitler mustache? It's like, nobody has said anything of the sort. Mind your tongue, young man. It's like, but it's obvious what happened and it's not Mr. Henderson's first brush with the law. I heard he was arrested for political offenses when he was new here. And the headmaster's like, what does that have to do with this? It's like, I'm just saying. It's like, well, at the very least, his oversight does warrant an investigation. And Henderson's like, of course. We'll gather the storage room staff and the rest of the testing committee for a proper inquiry. We'll substitute Mr. Henderson's classes today with other subjects. We want to minimize gossip among the students. And you see in classroom 1082, and so I will be teaching class this period. Now take your seats. And you have Anya and her little cohort all just like whispering. So, did you see the newspaper article about Mr. Henderson? That he was selling test questions? It's like, I can't believe that. He seems like a good guy, but he's actually a criminal. There's nothing elegant about that. It's like, I heard he went on a wild spree with the money. It's like, I can't believe I used to respect him. Becky's like, how could they badmouth him like that when they barely even know him? I see another group of students walking by with, hey, you guys are in Cecil Hall, right? Did you buy your Stella Stars with cash too? It's like, bet they're all cheaters. It's like, what? Damon's like, F-class losers. If you're jealous of our Stella, maybe you should actually try studying for once. It's like, well said, boss man. He's like, hey. And Anya's like, but Scion boy, you're in the language studies F-class. He's like, I'm sticking up for us here. Why do you gotta crap all over my comeback? He's like, I'm just being honest. And I see George staring at the bulletin board with, hey, George. It's like, I find it hard to believe Mr. Henderson would do this. It's like, yeah, no kidding. It's like, of course he wouldn't. There's been some kind of mistake. And fucking big tall bro, I cannot remember his name. It's like, we believe in him too. It's like, Wald Hall? He risked his own life to protect us during the bus hijacking. He wouldn't do something like this. It's like, yeah, no way. It's like, you guys. And I see Anya just like tearing down the poster. It's like, Anya? So we'll tear him down wherever we see him too. It's like, I'm taking this home as a souvenir. It's like, Papa, there's been an incidental. It's like, what happened? Mr. Henderson's about to get fired. It's like, I already knew about it because I had intel on it, so this is the original reporting. It's like, this was posted at school? It's like, they're all over the place. It's like, Mr. Henderson a criminal? It's like, a single paper of unknown origin isn't enough to make someone a criminal. It's like, even with careful analysis, it would be difficult to verify the information in this article. It's like, what do you think? You see him every day, right? And she's like, well, I don't know, so I guess I'll ask him if he did something bad. And she's like, and then I'll read his mind to find out for sure. So that's a good idea. Why don't you do that? And then afterward, we'll see what law enforcement and the school investigation turns up. There's no way to know, so just do your homework for now. It's like, okie doke. And then as she walks off, he's like, if this is actually true, I worry that the Ministry of Education and the SSS might start cracking down on Eden Academy. That could make things very awkward for me. And he kind of zooms in with a little monocle and is like, it's entirely possible that this allegation is true. And you have the next day, this news may come as a shock to all of you, but Mr. Henderson has decided to resign from Eden Academy for personal reasons. It's like, but the investigation hasn't determined if a crime has been committed yet. It's like, I'm hearing that there's still a lot of doubt. They haven't even identified the money or the person funding it. So why resign now? He's like, none of that would change the fact that this uproar is due to lax oversight on my part. I'm grateful that the headmaster shielded me throughout this affair, but there was no other way to end this. Fortunately, it appears they have promising candidates to replace me as housemaster and fill my other roles. And I have no wish to cause any further trouble for Eden Academy. It's like, I can't accept this! I understand that this is disruptive to the tutors and residents, and for that I apologize. I wish you well. As he's walking out, fucking that's what her name from the anime was, Tonitra's lady, Miss Schlag. She's standing outside waiting for him with her arms crossed. He's like, as an educator, are you satisfied with how this is going? You know there are still students and guardians who are under the wrong impression, don't you? He's like, the inquiry into this matter will continue and I'll cooperate with it fully. But it is no easy matter to conclusively prove something never that occurred. I think that was a typo error and there should have been something that never occurred. To think you'd give up this easily, you really have gotten old, Henderson. It's like, that I cannot deny. I was lucky to have been allowed to continue teaching past retirement age. But in truth, I have grown somewhat weary. This is the right time to go. And she's like, Rodden is like, yes, Madam Schlag. Abandonment of your duty to the truth, lack of self-respect, timidity, sloth. And she just sticks a tonitrus on and goes, that's a tonitrus. How very inelegant of you. Now at least go say farewell to the children. You owe them that much. These next page are all crying, Mr. Henderson, we don't want you to go. So go, ho, ho, you have nothing to worry about. There are many other fantastic educators here at Eden Academy. It's like, but Mr. Henderson, it isn't true, is it? You didn't do something bad, right? It's like, I swear to you that I've done nothing like that rumor suggested. It's like, of course I haven't. It's like, then why are you quitting? It's not fair, but teacher. It's like, in my 40 years of teaching, I've always practiced education in accordance with my principles. I'd be lying if I said I have no regrets about my career ending in this manner. But my conscience is clean. I know that I've done nothing to be ashamed of, and that is enough. And Anya's like, Mr. Henderson hasn't done anything wrong. Becky's like, yeah, that's what he just said. So you're going now to submit your resignation to the Ministry of Education? It's like, yes, once it's accepted, I'll be officially retired. So let's throw him a farewell party. I'll make sure everyone gets special permission to leave campus today. It's like, but... And you see Martha with Henry, I'll drive you. And he's like, did Miss Schlag arrange this? What does she think she's doing? It's like, okay, children, return to your classes. Your teachers are waiting to begin. It's like, is this really goodbye? And then you have New Glasses girl with that smell. That's my holy water blend. It's like, huh? Of course it is. It's like, you heard him, back to your classes. It's like, you to hell and rot, you fiend. It's like, ghost? The teacher. He's the spirit from the old schoolhouse. And Damien's like, huh? What the heck are you talking about? And you see as Anya's reading his mind with, never imagined I'd be able to remove him so easily. I hardly needed to bother with a newspaper article scheme. Probably could have driven him out without it. Well, what matters is that Henderson is finally out of my way for good. Now I can rest easy. Like, that's the real criminal! Like, what is wrong with you two? Like, the ghost! The criminal! Like, I only wish I could get this weird smell out of my suit. It was an expensive one, too. And he's like, if I can catch him, I can save Mr. Henderson, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Quick thoughts on the chapter. I did a little mini rant at the beginning, like how yours got like less focus and development. Like, man, it feels like Henderson even gets like more development and focus than your at sometimes. Apart from that, I do think this is kind of an interesting chapter, just because of like school stuff going on right now. It's a lot in the news. Just in my province, there's been a teacher strike, so that's just been on the news a lot. With like, you know, how much like the value and like importance of teachers and stuff like that. And the whole like, taking bribes and like, you know, like false allegations and stuff, just reminding me of like the whole AI debacle in colleges and stuff right now. So I think this is an interesting kind of take on that, where it's kind of like, you know, if you have like a prestigious academy, like you have to kind of deal with stuff like, you know, the assumption of like, you know, nepotism, things like that. So it's kind of like, all right, if you're going to do a thing for Henderson, I guess that makes the most sense. Apart from that, I don't know, I wish we'd gotten like a few more arcs or things, or just more interactions between him and the students to kind of justify them all like freaking out and being like, oh, you know, Mr. Henderson, you're so good. Oh, we love you so much. Because it does fall a little bit flax. I'm like, I don't remember there being like that much of like a prevalent bond between the teacher and the students, apart from Anya, because we've seen him like interacting like with Anya or Damien like one-on-one. So if we had the spin being like everyone else is kind of like, oh, you know, Henderson like believing the whole like Henderson myth and like buying into the lies and the propaganda, and like Damien and Anya were working together to kind of like clear Henderson's name. I think that would have been a more interesting way to go about this, especially since we're trying to build up like the whole like friendship scheme and all that, and try to like showcase their bond, especially since we haven't really had any development since Anya basically confessed to like the mind reading stuff. I think that would have made this vastly more interesting, seeing that kind of dynamic where she kind of just is more open with him being like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go read his mind and figure out like if Henderson's telling the truth, and like seeing Damien like slowly start to lose kind of like, is she actually faking it or not, start losing some of his skepticism regarding that. But yeah, apart from that, I guess I'm kind of showcasing like, you know, Anya's got her own like, I don't want to say groupies, but like her own little friend group in Eden now that she's hanging around with a lot. But yeah, I don't know, it's like Lloyd must have noticed something like that when he's doing like the zoom in, like either the image was faked or like photoshopped, whatever. So we'll see what that happens, deal with that. So yeah, I don't know, at the very beginning it seemed kind of obvious that it's either going to be Hitler mustache or this guy that was behind the whole thing. And so like now that we're apparently tying this into like the schoolhouse mystery of like, oh, someone was apparently living in the abandoned schoolhouse. I wonder if this is a guy who's like, oh, had Henderson as a headmaster and like law got like to nitrous bolt and got like kicked out or expelled, and now he's like, oh, like because of you I lost like my prominent career, I couldn't make anything of myself, so I'm reduced like basically not housing. What's that? What's the term for like someone just like squatting in the old abandoned house, and so I came to get revenge on Henderson for that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a case of like, oh, he tried to bribe like answers out of him at some point and he failed, and now he's like blaming Henderson, like, oh, if you just taken my bribe, I would have been like successful lawyer or whatever now. But we'll see. Interesting to get a little schoolhouse arc again, but I kind of do want to get back to the main story stuff after this, but we'll see where it goes from here. Good enough chapter, but yeah, that's about it. So with all that said, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, read-throughs will hopefully be back sometime next weekend, so look forward to that, and hopefully I'll be energized by then. Until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.